जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 First of all, I want to pay my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of my spiritual master Srila Gaur Govinda Swami Srila Gurudev. Paying my obeisances at the lotus feet of ISKCON founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj. And also I want to pay my respectful obeisances at the lotus feet of Sadhu, Guru, Vaishnava and Acharyas. And also I want to pay my respectful obeisances to the Vaishnavas assembly here. By the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu, Sriman Nityananda Prabhu and Vritrasura Acharyas. And by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. From 6th canto we are hearing the life history of Vritrasura. Yesterday we are hearing how in front of Indra, with lamentation, separation mode, Vritrasura prayed, Lord. He was awaiting that Indra will kill me, but when he saw Indra is not killing, he feeling separation from the Lord, because he want to die. Why he want to die? Because he was realizing at that time that in this demon body it is not possible to serve Krishna or associate with Vaishnavas. Without serving Krishna and without associating with Vaishnavas, this life is just like miserable life. We call it material life, and one thing is spiritual life. What is material life? Material life means no relationship with Sadhu Guru. Like pious persons, their life also material life. Those are pious persons. They are performing different so-called worship. They are also material. Their life is material life. If someone has no relationship with pure Vaishnavas, Krishna, actually their life is material life. Why we are saying spiritual life? Because we want to establish our relationship with Krishna through Guru. And for spiritual benefit. Pious persons, they are performing some pious activities for material benefit. Therefore, we can't say they are spiritual persons. According to Vaishnavism, we are also not appreciating so-called religious persons. They are not appreciating. Because they are also material. Their vision, their aim, their achievement is also material. We came to Krishna consciousness, or we are worshipping Krishna only for spiritual purpose. And spiritual purpose, the aim of spiritual purpose is how to serve Krishna, how to give pleasure to Krishna. And Vritrasura, in that body, it is difficult to associate with saintly persons. And to serve also Krishna, it is impossible. Therefore, he is lamenting and crying. And when Indra is not killing, then he praying to Lord. Yesterday we are hearing Ajatapakshaiva mataram bhagat stanyam yatha vassataram kyudartha priyam priyaiva visita vishanna manoravindakya drukyatam. My mind is only searching, only lamenting, searching, eagerness is coming, how to serve him, how to serve him. This is blessing of Sadhu, Guru and Vaishnavas. Sadhu, Guru and Vaishnavas, when they more flees towards someone, is eagerness came, how to chant, how can I chant more rounds? Spiritual eagerness. Spiritual eagerness. Hankerings, we can say. Spiritual hankerings. Spiritual hankerings not coming means Sadhu Guru's mercy is not with us. We cannot stop our hankering. You see material people, they are always hankering towards material things. It's increasing, even their world. You see, even their world, still material hankering is very high. And in spiritual field also same. More you become mature, if really Sadhuguru's blessing is there, more you feel spiritual hankerings. How can I serve more? How can I read more? How can I chant more? This thing is not coming means our seva, Sadhu Guru not accepting our seva, Sadhu Guru not accepting our mood, because spiritual hankering is not coming. Spiritual hankering is, these hankerings come from soul. Material hankering is come from mind. Material hankerings come from mind. Spiritual hankerings come from soul. So when Guru Krishna accepts our service, then spiritual hankering will come. It's come from soul. Therefore, all our paraphernalias, all our activities, we are linked with spiritual paraphernalias. Like we are worshipping Tulsi, accepting prasadam, chanting holy name. We want to touch with all spiritual paraphernalias. Associating with Sadhu Guru, chanting holy name, sing the deity, worshipping deity. We want to always touch with spiritual things. Therefore, you see in our Vaishnava cult, 24 hours we want to remember about Krishna, but this is not happening. Why it is not happening? This is also instruction of Mahaprabhu. Sleeping condition, eating condition, working condition, any condition you should think about Krishna. Ki bhojana, ki sayana, ki vajagara, aham nisa chinta Krishna, balo bodhana. It's not happening. Although spiritual paraphernalia are there, because mind is material. With same mind, we are touching spiritual paraphernalia like Tulsi, deities, chanting holy name. But you see, mind is still material. Mind is still material. Very difficult to realize these spiritual things. Sometimes it is very difficult to realize, like Krishna's holy name is spiritual. But realization is not coming. Because our relation, our platform is at best from intelligence or mind. Through intelligence and mind you can understand. But all spiritual paraphernalia, they are above that thing. So it's therefore sometimes very difficult to understand all these spiritual activities, spiritual paraphernalia. Therefore hankering is not coming, spiritual hankering is not coming. And under guidance of bona fide spiritual master, when we are serving spiritual paraphernalia, when we are remembering, when we are praying, we can select from many corners, right? Many corners, many point of view. Spiritual things, you cannot focus on one thing. You can neglect one thing. Just like a serious student, he is studying in university. He's not focusing one topic and neglecting another topic. No, he's focusing on all of like mathematics, science, whatever the topics. He's focusing every topic. Spiritual life is this seriousness. Seva, holy name, following Guru's instruction, chanting. Because all are spiritual paraphernalia. We cannot neglect anything. When we neglect something, we we can't realize spiritual energy, spiritual activities. Very difficult. We don't want to give chance to mind. This is our process. We don't want to give chance to mind to think something material. Therefore, we want to connect with all spiritual activities. Mind should not allow. We should not allow our mind to think something material. Therefore, we are changing everything. Even devotees changing their house name. Devotees, they are giving this house name. Even you go to India, you can see Gopal Bhavan, this Bhavan. Bhavan means house. They're changing their name. Even you see in their car, you can see Lord's name. In their house, Lord's name. Son's name, daughter's name, wife's name, his own name. Why? Because our activities, we want to stop our material activities of mind. We want mind should touch with always spiritual things, so that spiritual hankering will come. But still it is not happening. Still it is not happening. Like devotees calling you as Prabhu, Prabhuji, how are you? They are calling us as Prabhu, but inside our heart, inside our mind, within our mind, within our heart, you see how many nasty thoughts are there, nasty desires are there. But still people are, and also you see, his witness, Tulsi is there, Tilak is there, we are chanting holy name. But how many lives we have all these material desires, thoughts, all these impressions is in our mind. Therefore, spiritual hankering is not coming. Like Vritrasura is playing here. This was like Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj he just giving same answer to his father, not father, to his guru, Sanda and Amarka. They are saying, Prahlad, we never taught you these teachings. Why you find it out? Why you are thinking about Krishna? You are a small guy. Why your mind is going there? Why your mind is running towards Krishna? He said, that I can't say. Why your mind is thinking about material things, even you don't know. Adrushtat asrutat bhava. Whatever you never saw, see, or never hear, that you cannot imagine. That means the impressions coming towards our mind, coming through mind, and some thoughts is coming towards mind, means we already experienced something. Maybe past life. Otherwise, mind is such a thing, once you saw something, just make it record. This impression is now coming. Thoughts is coming. So spiritual thoughts, how can you say? Spiritual thoughts is not coming. Why? We never experienced all these things. Always we have touched with material things. Therefore, this mind is not reflecting spiritual things. Now we are practicing. Now in this life we are practicing. So, hankering spiritual, we are discussing about spiritual hankerings. Why spiritual hankerings is not coming? Like Prahlad Maharaj saying, Jatha brahmati ayo brahman swayam akarsa sannidho tathama vidyata cheta chakrapani yadruchaya. I don't know. Straightly saying to Sandamarka, I don't know why my mind is automatically going towards Krishna. Now we are trying, Now we are trying to think about Krishna. But it's not happening. We are trying to think about Krishna, it's not happening. But Prahlad Maharaj is saying, no, Jadruchaya, I don't know, I can't explain why my mind is going to Chakrapani, which carrying always dicks in his hand. Why my mind is going there? Just he giving a proper example, just like an iron. And just like a iron piece. Why he is going towards magnet? Why iron is going towards magnet? If you ask him to iron, he can't say anything. This is magnet's quality, attractive. Iron is not attractive. Who is attractive? Magnet have power. Why Krishna attracting my heart? Jadrucha, I don't know its cause. Yes. He is not expressing his mood that due to Prahlad Maharaj's mercy, due to Narad Muni's mercy, now Krishna attracting me. We have no power actually. Our Siddhanta is different. We have no power to think about Krishna because Krishna is spiritual, your mind is material. Now we are thinking about Krishna with some material mind. And only we are thinking about Krishna, only thinking about Krishna. How can we say? Just like we are trying. When you try, what happens? Like when a small child crying. Goswami is giving this example. So perfect example. A small child crying. Why is crying?
Attention.
For food. Suppose he is crying for food. By crying, food is not coming. He cannot fulfill his belly, but he is crying. But by crying, he can attract the mother's attention. Only one thing. Goswami is giving all these examples. If you don't understand all the examples, whole life you feel hopeless. Oh, I am chanting, why I am not realizing Krishna? No. Forget this idea. When a child crying, when child is crying, he can do only one thing. By crying, only he can attract mother. It depends on now mother. Only mothers, he can attract mother's attention. You understand? Bas, this much. Now it depends on mother. Whether mother can feed the child or not. So we are chanting, we are serving everything just to attract Sadhu Guru's mercy, attention. Then they judge, okay, he is simple, he is sincere, then they will serve mercy. But by crying, you cannot fulfill your belly, child cannot fulfill your belly, but crying, attention is coming. So we are chanting, we are performing all paraphernalia, we are performing all services just so that Sadhu Guru looks towards us. It depends on now Sadhu Guru. But you don't think by crying, by chanting, by all these things you can achieve Krishna Prem. No. You understand the fact? This is the fact. Because we are chanting, we are performing all these spiritual activities through material mind. Unless it is spiritualized, you cannot receive the spiritual energies. You understand? You have no bank account, but I want to give you check. I want to transfer through check some money to you through check, but you have no bank account. You can keep. I can transfer. First, you just open your account. All our paraphernalia, all our activities, all our seva, just like we are opening account now. You go to bank if you want to open one account. What is required first? I don't know about West. In India, first your ID, your ID proof. Second, you don't know. Most important thing in India is required. If you want to open one account in a bank, in same bank, if someone's account is there, he should recognize you. Yes, I know this person. How can you witness?
Introduction. Introduction.
As introduction. He is responsible. If something happen, government gave him. We must open our account and someone helping us. He is witness for us. He is responsible for us. Our spiritual activities, actually we are performing all spiritual activities only one purpose. How by our simplicity, by our selfless service we can attract Sadhuguru's attention. Now it is dependent Sadhguru. Forget this idea that I will chant Krishna's name, I will serve Krishna, and Krishna will shower mercy to me. No. Unless you become spiritualized, spiritual energy will not come to you. And how you can spiritualize your body, your mind, your senses? Because you want Krishna Prem, you want Krishna Bhakti. You cannot keep Krishna Bhakti with material body, material mind. No. It should be spiritualized by Sadhguru's mercy, then it's spiritualized. Therefore, our conclusion, Yasya Prasadat Bhagavad Prasad. Don't miss this point. Yasya Prasadat Bhagavad Prasad. Process is there. Only we are crying, only we are performing service, only we are chanting just for this purpose. This is the most important purpose. How can I attract Sadhguru's attention towards me? Only for that purpose. Then there is hope. Otherwise, if you think, no, directly I will chant more rounds, I will perform more seva, I want to make relationship with Krishna directly, not possible. Because you are material. Your mind is material. Your senses, your activities, over your senses, all material coverings are there. Krishna is pure. Krishna will not accept anything. This is our conclusion. So how you make your body spiritualized? How? You don't know? Like a piece of iron. You bring one piece of iron and put into the fire. Then what will happen?
Acquire the properties of fire.
It will become fire. That means within the iron have capacity to become fire only. But without fire, no. Without fire, iron is valueless. He can't turn to fire. No. But he have capacity. You understand? We have this thing. We are like iron. We have capacity. But without, useless. Without fire, no. Our senses have capacity to think 24 hours about Krishna. We have power to love someone. If we have power to love our wife, children, why cannot we can love Krishna? Why not? We have power, but we are like a piece of iron. If you want to turn to fire, then fire is required. When iron is within the fire, then iron turns to, it is iron's quality or fire's quality?
Fire's quality.
Fire giving his quality to iron. You understand? This is called tadatmya prapta. Only he can accept, but who is giving power? Fire is giving power. This always Jiva Goswami giving this example. This is called tadatmika prapta. Now same senses, same mind, same intelligence is incapable. We are trying, but we are not thinking about Krishna. We are trying best, but mind is not thinking about Krishna. But when energy will come, mercy will come, eternal energy flow will come, automatically, no need to try. Before this iron, just before entering into the fire, he was iron. Just by entering into the fire, his fire giving his quality to iron. Fire giving. When you serve Sadhu Guru, when you cry, when you serve, then Sadhu Guru give mercy. It is not our. You understand? It is not our. Therefore we are saying we are helpless. We want mercy and we are working on mercy. We are leading our life on mercy. Fire is within the, iron is within the fire. Okay, now fire is giving his own energy. Now iron became fire. But if you continuously don't keep iron within the fire, then what will happen? After few hours?
Lose.
Yes. For conditioned soul, those are like those are in conditioned stage. Their position is like that. Like sometimes they are acting as guru, sometimes they are acting as Vaishnavas. They are preaching everything. Unless they always touch with iron is unless they touch with fire, unless they constant associate with sadhu guru. By sadhu guru's mercy, now they are performing something. If iron think now I am fire, I don't want to stay within the fire. Then after a few hours, it again become iron, cold plus. This is our condition because we are not siddhas. By sadhu guru's mercy, we are performing some activities. But by constant association, when you achieve by serving, by hearing, by pleasing spiritual master, when you achieve stage of bhav, then no question of fall down. Now your all senses, everything is now spiritualized. There is no question. Now there is no chance to enter to material thoughts, material things. So this process, Goswamis are always giving this example. Our senses is just like iron. Only our senses are capable to think about Krishna. You don't think we have no capacity to think about Krishna. When we are chanting, we are feeling sleepy. But when we are playing mobile, we are not feeling sleepy. When we are watching some videos, TV, we are not feeling sleepy. That means we sense our power. Our sense of power, material power. That means they have power to accept something. They can do something, but it is now performing some material activities. But touch with spiritual things, constant. Therefore we are serving. Why we are serving Sadhu Guru? We can serve Krishna. You don't think in Vaishnavism we are sentiments. No. Why we are serving Sadhu Guru? We are like iron. We want constant. We want to touch with fire. Then fire give his own energy. Then iron turns to fire. That's what we want to serve Sadhu Guru. And by his mercy, when you become spiritualized, then spiritual hankerings come. Not like Vritrasura is praying. We can't pray. We are hearing everything. We are chanting, we are performing all sort of activities, but spiritual hankering is not coming. For that purpose. The conditioned soul can. Even sometimes you see, where I was discussing these things, sometimes you have no desire for material enjoyment, no desire for spiritual enjoyment. Is in between. Sometimes you can find devotees, they don't want to enjoy material things. They are frustrated with material things. They don't want to enjoy anything. But sometimes also, no spiritual things. Stuck in between. No inspiration is coming, either towards spiritual side, towards material side. Very dangerous. Klishante Tarajana Bhagavatin Singh, third canto, Vidura Maitra Sambhad, you can find. Jasya Mudha Loka, Jasya Buddhim Param Gataha. If someone is very intelligent, Jasya Buddhim Param Gataha, which intelligent is fixed with Krishna, he can get tested in his life. Jasya Mudha Loke. Which Mudhatama, Mudhatara, Mudhatama. I don't know how to say in English. Like good, better, best. Like Mudhatara, Mudhatama. Like full. You can say, I can say like that. Full number 1, full number 2, full number 3, like that. Mudhatama. Dull-headed. They can get happiness. You see, whole night they are working, still they are happy. working so nicely. With encouragement, they are working and sleeping, eating, talking with their wives, very happy. And Buddha, they don't know what is spiritual. Okay, they can get happiness. And whose intelligence go beyond this material world, they can get happiness. And Christians, those are in between, they will suffer. Therefore, you can find mostly spiritual persons suffer more. You understand? Because you have no other taste. You cannot go to any park, any club, any theaters. You have no other friends, other business. Even when you are watching movies, still you are thinking, oh, this is not simple activities, why I am performing. What to do? You know everything. No test is coming. Sometimes the so-called spiritual persons, they are suffering more than material persons. Because material persons, they have many engagement. Many material, I can say, material engagements, they can achieve many tests through many processes. They can go to restaurant, they can go to anywhere, they can drink. But what we can do? For a spiritual person, only one thing. Who is his friend? No, only Vaishnavas. If you find association with Vaishnavas, and nowadays, so fallen Kali Yuga devotees, they are saying God brother, saying God brother. But if we are so fallen, you can't find a nice relationship with God brother. What sort of devotee is Kali Yuga? I used to say, forget about love of God. Come to standard of, at least come to standard of human being. You go and see Karmi brothers, Karmi people, their brothers, they like him so much. They don't see their faults. They're eating in one place. Still, in India you can see, my brother, no, you cannot say anything. My brother, I went to one place, usually I am going to Bhagavad Katha. His elder brother was a farmer. Your younger brother, he is struggling so much. When he was small, father just died. The elder brother just work in field. And he always want my younger brother should not work in the field because I am working in the field. I know how much suffering. I want to make my younger brother to become an officer. And he tried. And it became success. And he became a bank manager. I was staying in his house. Once I went to his house. I was staying there. Then when he married, younger brother became married, wife came, just after 1 year. Oh no. After 5-7 years, she adjusted. Then later she said, I don't want to stay in your house with your brother. I can't stay. And younger brother said, if you don't want to stay, you can go to your house. I have no problem. But I cannot give up my brother. For me, he's Ram. In front of me, he's saying this story. And he's saying, Maharaj, he's my Ram. My brother is my Ram. I give up. And elder brother is saying and crying. I am always saying to him, you just go to your wife. I don't want anything. Because why you are just losing your life for me? I have wife, I have children. Elder brother is saying, you are younger. If your wife don't want to stay with me, you just go and stay with your wife. But he's saying, no. For me, you are Ram. I cannot give up you. You go to material life, I saw many examples. They are so attached to their brothers. And we are spiritual, so-called spiritual person, and we are saying God brother, no relation, spiritual relation, no love, no trust. Whenever you see some devotee putting tilak, immediately doubt coming. Which disciple he is? First. He belongs to which motto? ISKCON or Gaudiya? Immediately doubt. You see, when you see some karma, you will no doubt is coming. Huh? Not worried, not inflect our mind. When you saw some devotee, now our standard is so degraded. you saw any Vaishnava, suspiciousness is coming. Whether you only putting tilak or is a real Vaishnava? Standard is, when you minimize standard, like Chinese products, you go anywhere, China is original or duplicate. Product means duplicate is there. Like that now. You see anyone, any Vaishnava, you can't immediately say, oh, he's a Vaishnava. Only he's putting tilak or he's a real Vaishnava. Mind saying these things. Suspicion is coming, you can't stop it. Can't stop it. Because we are not checking qualities. All companies, those are working in companies, you ask them. I know in India, Tata company, he giving brands for salt, for any product, he is giving brands, his own brands. Okay, you can use Tata, this company, you want to take my brands, you take. But for quality checking, my engineers, they will check your qualities because you are using my brand. In future, I will be blamed. Companies, they are checking through their own engineers, they are checking qualities. Now, who is checking our qualities? Whether he is qualified to take initiation or not, whether he can lead his whole life in spiritual path or not, who is checking? No. This is training. And after initiation, even Guru don't know, Krishna don't know whether he is in this world or this spiritual world. You can't find him. Where he is going. After initiation, bas, finish. No relationship with Guru, no relationship with Krishna. Guru don't know where he is now. Sometimes Guru coming disappear. No relationship. No training. This is serious life. I was always used to give this example. When you come, we are inviting karmic people to spiritual life. You know what sort of danger is there? What is that danger? Just like you are root out one plant. When you root out one plant, pick up one plant and putting in another place. Understand? How much care is required? If you give more water, it will die. If you don't give water, it will die. If the tree will be within the sunlight, it will die. Very dangerous. Because his root, you already put out his root. Unless the root becomes strong and they collect water, everything, up to that stage you have to take care. Otherwise, die. Spiritual life is like that. Personal care is required. Otherwise, this person is just give up everything. He's coming only for spiritual things. Unless he gets some test, he will become crazy. Why so many disturbances? Why you can see so many disturbances coming within the devotees? Why? This is not a place for different argument, opinion. Everything is clear. Only we have to follow. But why different opinion? Why different fighting? Everything is coming. Why? We have other desires. And we are coming to Krishna consciousness. No proper training. We don't know what is the aim of our life. Therefore, all these problems are coming. Our process means Krishna consciousness, we have to follow only. Everything is clear. Everything is clear. No disagreement. No argument. No fighting. Only Prabhupada used to say, you can change the whole world. One conversation is there, Prabhupada used to say. What to speak of preaching? If you are staying within the ashram, within the temple, you should cultivate Krishna consciousness so nicely. You make friendship with so nicely. You develop your etiquette. Only people will come to temple, then they become devotee. Prabhupada saying. People will just, because everyone is suffering. Once they came to our camp, they will say, oh, They're so nicely they're leading their life.